Section 10.5 Pythagorean Theorem. Essential question. How do you determine if three numbers form a right triangle? So the Pythagorean triple determines whether three sides form a right triangle. So we're going to perform the Pythagorean triple in order to figure that out. In order for the three sides to be equal, a squared, so the side length for A, plus b squared, the side length for B, must equal c squared. If a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, then there is you formed a right triangle. So in this lesson, we're given three side lengths, and we have to see if those three sides make a right triangle or not. So determine if these side lengths form a Pythagorean triple. So we are going to plug these three side lengths into a squared plus b squared equals c squared. If both sides are equal to each other, the answer is yes. So I'm going to take my three numbers, 6, 8, and 10. We know that the hypotenuse is always the longest side, so this has to be our hypotenuse because it is the longest side length. So I am going to take my 10 and put it in for my hypotenuse, and then that would mean my legs are the 6 and 8. So rather than solving for a variable, we have our A, B, and C. So 6 squared is 36, 8 squared is 64, and 10 squared is 100. If I add 36 and 64, I get 100. 100 equals 100, so yes, this is a right triangle because a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So yes, they form a Pythagorean triple. All right, 12, 16, and 9. So my biggest side length out of these three is the 16, so that has to go in for C. So my side lengths are 9 and 12. And again, it doesn't matter what order the 9 and 12 go in, that won't affect your answer. So 9 squared is 81, 12 squared is 144, and 16 squared is 256. So 144 plus 81 equals 225. 225 is not equal to 256, so this is not a right triangle. It did not form a Pythagorean triple. Skip that. All right, find the area of the triangle. So this problem wants to find area. So let's write down what our formula for area is. So area is base times height divided by 2. That's area of a triangle. So I need to take my base, which right now is b, and times it by my height, which is 6, and divide that by 2. Now I don't know what b is, but I can use the Pythagorean theorem to find it. So if I go across from my right angle, I have a 10. So 10 is my hypotenuse. And my legs are 6 and b. So I'm going to find b by doing the Pythagorean theorem, and then I can plug that into my formula. So 6 squared is 36. 10 squared is 100. If I subtract 36 on both sides, I end up with 64. And then I undo my squared by square rooting both sides. And I have b equals 8. All right. So now I'm going to replace b with 8 and simplify. So 6 times 8 is 48. 48 divided by 2 equals 24. That is my answer. So the area of this triangle is 24. So it was a two-step problem. I had to do the Pythagorean theorem first, and then I had to do the area, base times height divided by 2. Find the perimeter of the triangle. So if I'm trying to find the perimeter, I'm going to add up all 3 sides. So I'm going to add up A plus B plus C. So let's see which sides I have right now. If I draw my right angle in here, I don't have my C. So right now I have A, which is 7. I have B, which is 5. I don't know what C is. So in order to find out what C is, I have to do the Pythagorean theorem. So my hypotenuse is the one across from my right angle, so C is what I'm solving for. My legs are 5 and 7. 5 squared is 25, 7 squared is 49. If I add 25 and 49, I get 74. If I square root both of those, I end up with C equals 8.6. And then I'm going to replace C with 8.6. So now if I add up all 3 of those sides, so 7 plus 5 plus 8.6, I can even put 8.6 in here, my perimeter is 20.6. So the distance around my triangle is 20.6. Summary.